Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the First Channel, is coming at you with another video. And as usual, we're opening action figures, and we are still on a DC or McFarlane DC Multiverse run. We got a few more figures that we got to get into, and this one is that Batman figure. I believe it was, I forgot what comic it was. It was obviously Batman comic book, but it was some covers that Todd McFarlane did back in the day. Maybe if we can find some copy. I actually do have some copies there up on the wall, but we'll try to put up some pictures of those books somewhere right around in here. But I figure we might as well go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, and here we are. This is Batman McFarlane Collector's Edition as usual. Batman, it was year 2 is what it was. It says it right there. And this is one of the covers of the comic books. There was 4, I think it was a 4-part deal. But this one is one that was kind of interesting because Batman has a gun, and it has a gun in the box, and it's a McFarlane figure. So kind of strange. Number 34 on this box. Pretty much looking inside. We've got that little hook piece that he had that was on the cover, which is on the back of this also. We got 2 fists in there, and one thing about this figure is that cape looks like it is going to be kind of interesting. It almost looks like this should have just been a statue figure, but it was not. And this one is one that was high priced, obviously, as usual, at Target. So I never did pick it up there. Every time I saw it, it was just sitting on the shelf. And I think it was Nerd Zoic or Big Bad. I can't remember which one it was we got it from, but it was marked down to like $19.99. So couldn't pass it up because I was just kind of interested in checking the figure out. And I've always loved those covers, the Batman year 2. So let's get into it. All right, so we got this bad boy out of the box, and just opening this one up, as soon as I opened the top of it, that it just hit me right in the face. It was just that smell of that plastic kind of chemically smell, just reminds you of toys. And this one, obviously, just looking at it, we kind of have the shading, which I guess they're trying to do kind of like that comic book look. And looking at the ankles on this one right off, I'm already looking like those old ball joint ankles that he used to do on the figures, which used to, I guess we're still doing it. The cape on this one is very heavy duty. We're gonna have some issues standing alone. It's kind of, the head moves pretty good, even though this cape is just very bulky and big. So the back of it's all black. Inside of it is blue with the shading there. Got the little gun holster. Feeling on this one, my little bat arm guard dealies are a little bent up. They're not super hard, but they're not super soft, if that makes any sense. The further up you go, the softer the plastic is. Further down you go, the thicker and harder it is. The hands that come on it already are some trigger fingers. Then we got one fist and a gripping hand, which I guess he can either hold whatever this is, which it looks like a hook from a horror movie or something, with a mace-like piece there. And then his pistol here, which is tiny compared to Batman. But he does have a little holster right there on his chest. And we got a stand, which is a McFarlane usual, and a card, which I kind of bent up getting it out. And we'll go ahead and see what the back of the card says here. Oh boy, we got a lot of business back here. Batman year 2. With only a year's experience as Gotham City's new protector, Batman must now confront a nightmare out of his past, a distorted reflection of himself called the Reaper, who haunted Gotham's criminals a generation earlier. His methods were harsh and cruel and violent, in the extreme. Now, just as a new breed of criminal is rising, the Reaper has returned to deal out his savage brand of justice. And the only way for Batman to stop this death-dealing vigilante is to forge an alliance with the man who destroyed his life, his own parents' murderer. But can the Dark Knight stand to confront the secret of their deaths? Or will the Reaper's revelations finally cost him his sanity? Well, that was a mouthful there. Just being honest, I've had those books hanging on the wall for a while. I've never opened them once and I've never read them, so it's just one of them deals where I do collect Batman comics. I used to a lot more back in the day, but those were just some that I got, and I just, never opened them. But I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to keep those, and I'm going to read them, and I never do. I actually thought about maybe busting one of them open and reading them, but I've got them freaking stickied up on the wall in their bag and all that kind of stuff, so I was just like, we'll just wing it on this one and see how this goes. But I was kind of skeptical about this Batman, of it actually being able to stand because of the weight of the cape, and just sitting here trying to do it right now, I'm obviously having issues. So try it with the stand here real quick. We do get the little toe bend there with our Batman, and see if this thing's going to help out any. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to fall eventually. Gravity's going to take over, and this bad boy's going to fall. So let's see here. Let's see how this gun's going to go. Looks like it'll slide right into this hand here. Oh, maybe not. We're going to get it. Oh, and he's got his little trigger finger there, so that will go in pretty easily. Hand popped right out, no issues with that. And the little, oh yeah, okay. So kind of holding the gun here is very awkward, just FYI. And I guess we could kind of do it like that, where it's kind of holding it up there. So gun goes in the hand pretty well. It looks a little awkward when you're trying to point it straight out. I can't get it to, like, it's going to need a little heat on it, because as you can see, it kind of looks like he's like trying to shoot like that. So, will I have that gun in his hand? I don't know. I probably won't. I'll probably have it in the holster. If anything, I'll probably have him holding this bladed side looking thing here. So, and that goes in his hand perfectly easy. So, I don't know. It's cool looking. I do like the artwork on the comic book cover. It would have been kind of neat if this cape would have been like a cloth wired cape, and it probably would have been a lot lighter. It's just so heavy that it's kind of, I don't know. Like I said, it should have been a statue or something, but still, all right. I like it. I think it'll look good on the shelf. So it's a pickup, especially if you can get it a little cheaper. So I don't know. Whatever you guys think. I know this one's been out for a while, and I've had it just sitting there, and I'm just kind of like, I just want to get it open and check it out. And, if you can get it on discount still, it might still be. I'm not sure. I haven't looked in a while. I did look today and see what they had up on Big Bad, and we got Wonder Woman. I was talking to somebody on YouTube, I guess it was earlier today, and they went ahead and bought 2, and I thought it was funny because I was like, why did 2? I was only going to do 1, and then I was thinking, I was like, maybe I should get 2 just in case one of them has some defects or something like that, or maybe I'll keep 1 in the box. I don't know. I think it'll be cool though. I know there won't be a whole lot of differences, because I'm pretty sure in that pack from what I saw, it was just Wonder Woman, 2 hands, I think, and maybe her lasso, I guess, or something, and a stand, and that's kind of it. So kind of the bare minimum on that one. And then they had the Batman, the Dark Knight, I think, Batman re-release, that Joker, and then the classic Superman, and then there was another figure, but I had no interest. I had most of that stuff that I already want. So, but anyways, guys, that was it. That was a quickie. I just wanted to knock this one out real quick and just see what it looked like, see what you think. So, if you could, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly. They hate us because they ain't us. That's a great saying, okay?
Hate us because they ain't us!
They hate us because they ain't us.